All right, so I have gone live for the first time. I'm just hanging around to see who might show up. This is all pretty much just an experiment right now, and let me let me see if I can get my comments pulled up on uh, on my other phone over here. Let's see if I can see what's going on. Yeah, there we go. All right, so maybe I can man those that way. Um, I see I got two people here. I can't see who you are yet. I'm not sure how to do that. But like I said, if you missed it, this is basically just an experiment. I'm gonna see how this goes. I don't have great signal where I am, so doing this live might be hit or miss. This is just going to be an overview of my Hinderer collection. I was going to do microtech, but I realized that was going to be a much longer video than I needed to do live. So I'll still do that, but it's gonna be a recorded one that I'll release. Um, while I'm still getting stuff set up here, I'm gonna goof around for a minute while I get stuff set up. Get my drink ready. I got a sweet water as long as there's water. And I spilled it everywhere. Great. That's how my day has been going so far, y'all. Like I said, just killing a couple of minutes, just giving people time to show up if they do. And I'll use my draft top on this. If you haven't seen this thing, it's a pretty neat little device. Go check out my video for it. I've got one out there. Is it a necessity? No, but it's still cool. It's a little bougie, I'll admit, but that doesn't change how cool it is, though. And I wish it hadn't fallen in, but oh well, it'll come back up to the top. Just so y'all know, too, on my video for this, someone was like, "Man, letting your nasty lid fall in." I always clean my lids first. So, all right, lion knives, dude. Thank you for showing up. Can't wait to see the beauties. I can't wait to show them to you. So what I'm gonna do, I have all of my name brand Hinderers as well as like my Kershaw and ZT Hinderer designs. So I'll start out with the lower end Hinderer design stuff, or yeah, and then work my way up to the nicer stuff. Mm, that's a good one. Let's take another look at that. Balisong Studios, hi, welcome. How many people I got here now? 5. That's good enough for me. All right, we will get started. And hey, guys, if y'all would just let me know how the audio and video quality is. Like I said, I'm just doing this over like cell phone signal, so I have no idea how that's going to turn out. And this is just an experiment. So to get started, here's number one. This is a Kershaw, what the heck's this thing called? Decimus. It's an assisted open. It's just a low-end Kershaw. Hey, Lion Knives, thanks for letting me know about the audio. It's a low-end Kershaw. It's HCR13, MOV steel, stainless steel liners, just plastic scales, assisted open. So if you're one of these people that don't like assisted opens, this one's an assisted open, and it has no detent ball in there. So I'm pretty sure this thing can't be de-assisted. But yeah, I mean, this is obviously a Hinderer. So when I get to I have a Maximus, which this is modeled after. So when I get to the Maximus, I'll just whip this one back out real quick and show you. This one's the bayonet style blade. I mean, it's a decent knife for an intro into Hinderer designs. If you're someone that's wanting to get into Hinderers but doesn't want to drop $400 or $500 on one, this will get you a good Hinderer design for like, what are these things? 30, 35 bucks, if even that much. So not bad at all. And some of the parts, like the pocket clip and the little filler tab here, are all replaceable with Hinderer parts. So if you want to get you a nice Hinderer titanium pocket clip and filler tab or something like that, it can be done with this one. So, you know, decent little cheap Kershaw. The next one, I didn't realize was a Hinderer design until a couple years after I got it. This is the Kershaw Cryo 2. And see there, Hinderer design. I do not remember what steel this one is. It's not on the blade. I imagine it's 8CR13, but man, this thing has served me well. This has been a great knife. This one's another one that's assisted open. Just, it's a big old hunk of steel. It's, you know, full steel frame. Got this really low profile deep carry pocket clip here. When it's in this position, when it's in the tip up position, as you can see, there's still stuff sticking out. But if you have it in the tip down position, this thing just totally hides in your pocket. I worked security at a hospital for several years before getting into law enforcement, and this was the knife I carried at that point in time. They let us carry knives, but they wanted it to not be obvious. And this one in the tip down position was just that. I mean, this little bitty pocket clip here was all you saw. And this one has been a really great knife. I know that the Kershaw Cryo and Cryo 2 both have just, you know, great reviews as far as Kershaw's go. So I definitely endorse it. It's a great little, another great little cheap Kershaw. Let's see what's next. I think that's the only Kershaws I've got here. Is it? Yep. So we're going to get on up into the ZTs. So this is the ZT0566. I couldn't remember that model number. 0566. S35 VN steel on this one. This is another obvious Hinderer design. I mean, his stuff just has a distinct look about it, right? Excuse me, guys. Had to take a sip. It's hot out here today. G10 scale on this one. This one's another one that's assisted open. This one does have a little bit of a detent ball there. So I don't know for sure if this one can be de-assisted or not, but it at least has a little detent ball there to maybe work for you. Let's see. You know, just a good basic standard entry-level ZT. You know, I think these have been discontinued now. As a matter of fact, I know these have been discontinued now. I don't know why I said I think. These have been discontinued. One thing that was common with these, and mine has that issue. You see that crack in the blade there? Up here at the blade stop? Yeah, that was an issue. And I actually emailed ZT about that recently to see if they could help me. I was told the model's been discontinued. Sorry, we can't help you. So here lately, I used to would just go nuts, not necessarily go nuts over ZT, but really loved ZT. They're working their way down my list here recently. So, but anyway, besides that though, this thing feels great in hand, locks up good. You know, it's got this little choily area here, and I mean, it feels great in hand. And you know, with this thing up here too, I don't plan on doing any batoning or prying or something with my knife, so I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it's something I would really love to have fixed, but ZT won't do it for me, so I'll just have to deal with it. Yeah, just a good entry-level ZT there. Climbing on up the ZT ladder here. We'll go with this one next. This is the ZT, what model is this one? 0562, and this one's in the tiger stripe. Titanium on this side. I didn't mention that with this one because I'm not real sure if this is titanium or steel. I think this is steel on this model, but I could be wrong about that. But this one's titanium locking side, G10 scale on the show side. Really nice deep carry pocket clip. This thing's really nice in and out of pocket. This one is the first one here that is not assisted open. This one's just a flipper on bearings. What's the steel on this one? 20 CV? Yeah, 20 CV steel. So absolutely wonderful steel on this one. Little bigger than the, what was this model again? 0566. So a little bit bigger than that one. This one's kind of really more on in line with the 3.5 inch XM18s. So great knife there. Like I said, it's a flipper running on bearings. Really great action on that one. And while I'm at it, I've got two of them. I've got the one that's the carbon fiber version too, and this one's been used a lot. I really like this one. So same thing, titanium on this side, carbon fiber on this side. I actually anodized this titanium myself, so that was a fun project. I really like doing stuff like that. But you know, same exact knife as this one, just a different configuration there. All right, guys, while I'm taking a quick break here for a second, audio and video still doing good? I'm still here, guys. I'm just having to stop and take a drink break and put a sweatband on before I start dribbling on everything. Thanks, Lion Knives. Thanks for letting me know. All right. Last of my ZT Hinderers here is this one. Now, what the heck is this model number again? 0393. This is the GLCF. Oh, what do I have going on there? Hang on. I had just a little dirty blade. I was afraid it was rust at first, but I'm pretty sure it's not. So this one is more based on the Hinderer Eclipse model. I think this is the Spanto, Harpoon Spanto, something like that. Titanium frame. Yes, glow in the dark. I'm about to show that off, man. Has the glow in the dark carbon fiber. So let me get my O-light here. You can kind of see it a little bit there. Hold on, let me try and turn this light off. Will that help at all? Yeah, there we go. So as you can see, glow in the dark carbon fiber on this. That's really cool. And it does that on both sides, okay? So both sides are that way. But, I mean, this one just, you know, these have good action, really good action. Man, this one's just freaking awesome. The action on this one, it's got just a wonderful detent, just so snappy, smooth, absolutely wonderful. Lockup is great on this one. This is probably, yeah, definitely my favorite non-Hinderer ZT, or non-Hinderer brand Hinderer. Absolutely love this one. Feels great in hand. 20 CV steel on this one too. Only complaint is this pocket clip. This is a really cheap pocket clip, but you know, as you can see, it can be replaced with other Hinderer pocket clips, but really love this one. And so now we get into the Hinderers. I will start off with my very first Hinderer. My very first one that I got was this Slippy here. I really think these things are overlooked, underrated. This is a wonderful knife. You know, not tactical by any means, no fast deployment, no high speed, low drag, as Nick Shabazz says. So SRAD, what do I use for storage? I have several knife rolls that I got from Blade HQ. They're the cheapest I can find, and they work great. So I have a few of those. But my main mode of storage, right now anyway, is a Pelican style case that I got from Arctic, and I don't think Arctic makes them anymore. Unfortunately, I've been trying to look for one for a while now, look for another one, but I can't find them. It's one of those hard cases that has the foam inside that you can pluck the little pieces out and shape it how you want. That's where I store most of my really nice knives, and just put them in there down like this, and I can fit like 50 of them or something like that in that case. So that's where I store my really good stuff. Let's see. What's your name? Ish George? Ish. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Any Balisongs? No, not in this group. I don't have a Hinderer Balisong yet. I really want one. I'm not a huge Balisong guy, but I really love Hinderers, so I really want one of his Balisongs. But no, I don't have one of those yet. But anyway, really great knife here. It's super slim in hand. Feels great, slices wonderfully. This can get in the way. I've seen a lot of people that have gotten these and just taken this off and use it as a two-hand opener. I get that, but I still like the one-hand opening. It is a, not compression lock. What's this called? If anyone knows what this kind of lock's called, tell me. My mind's drawing a blank right now. But, slip joint, that's what it is, slip joint. But anyway, it's a slip joint, and it has a half stop here, and then closed. Really, really great knife, guys. I mean, it's even still 20 CV, so still real high-end steel on this one. Just, these are a great price, totally underestimated, overlooked, in my opinion. So, let's see, what was the next one? Next one I got, I think, was this one. And this is one of the new 3-inch Eclipses. And this one is actually my wife's. She got jealous over my Hinderer, so I had to get her one. She's not quite as big of a knife nut as me, but she knows enough to be dangerous and knows enough to know what she likes, and likes knives in general. So tends to cost me a little more sometimes when I buy a knife, because I have to buy her one too. But a lot like this one. I mean, see, this one's the bigger version, but same as far as action goes. Man, the action on these things is just freaking awesome. Has a great detent, super smooth, snaps right open. Got no complaints whatsoever as far as the action goes on these. Once again, feels great in hand. This one's S35VN. I wish they would have done these in 20 CV. Where I live and in the environment that I live in and stuff like that, I tend to have a little bit of a problem with S35VN wanting to rust and tarnish and stuff like that on me. It's really the only higher end steel that I've ever had that problem with. Besides XHP, I got a Microtech stitch in XHP, and it's wanting to do that too. So XHP and S35VN I tend to have problems with in my environment, but so, I wish they'd have done these in 20 CV, but no big deal. Just got to take extra care of it is all. It's got that Harpoon Spanto blade on this one too. G10 scales over titanium liners or frame, whatever you want to call that, frame. Once again, just a good name brand Hinderer. Don't remember exactly how much these are. 350-ish maybe. So, and it might, I don't know, maybe more than that. I don't remember. It's been so long since I bought this one, I don't remember, but it's been a good one though. Let's see. Next up was, it's a tie between two, so I'll just go with this one. This is the Maximus. I have, I think most of these, except for, well, a handful of these I've done reviews on if you want to check them out. I know this one's one I've done a review on. you know, it's kind of one of those things where you go, well, is it practical? And your initial thought is, no, not really. But then again, I carried this thing on duty for several weeks and it worked. It worked just fine. Only complain about this one, and it's not anything that's the design's fault or the knife's fault. It was kind of my choice. You know, I wish I had gotten the bayonet on this one. So here's the Decimus next to the Maximus, so you can see size difference there, but otherwise overall pretty much exact same design. And I wish I had gotten the bayonet style blade in this one. And the reason for that is because of the way I tend to want to try and close it. I tend to, you know, like most people, want to put my finger up here on the spine to close it. Well, it's a double-sided blade, so that doesn't work very well. I have nearly sliced my index finger wide open a couple of times trying to do that. So it's a little awkward to close because you got to stay on this little tab here. But it works. G10 scales over titanium again. And this one is also 20 CV steel. So another great quality product from Hinderer. This one costs a lot. These are like $425, something like that. That's not how much I paid for this one. I got this one on some kind of a super holiday sale, something like that. I got it for a really good price. I honestly don't know that I would pay the regular full retail for this one, but I'm fine with what I paid for it. So it's still a great knife. If you're into daggers, it's a great higher end option for you. Next is probably, yeah, I'm going to say that this is my favorite name brand Hinderer that I own. And this is a half-track Wharncliffe blade. This was a USA Made Blades exclusive. Excuse me just a second, guys. I got to get another sip. All right. So this one was a USA Made Blade exclusive. Don't think they have any more. Not sure if they're going to get any more of these, to be honest. But let's see. Sorry, my phone started doing something weird. There we go. Got it fixed. Okay. But these are really, really sweet little flippers. As you can see, it is a smaller knife, you know, especially, you know, compared to many of the other standard sizes that Hinderers come in. Okay, I mean, it's a smaller Hinderer, but it is a sweet little knife, guys. Action on it is perfect, absolutely wonderful. Has a sweet detent and so super smooth. This one comes on the tri-way pivot system, I think. Yeah, there it is. There's the, I was checking for the emblem there to make sure. Yeah, comes with a tri-way pivot system. This one's just so sweet on the bearings. I haven't bothered to change it. Absolutely love it. G10 over titanium again. And this was anodized by the guys at USA Made Blade. So I kind of like this one. I like the kind of red, white, and blue patriotic thing going on with it. So this is the one that I picked out. This Wharncliffe blade and the way it's kicked up like that, you'd be surprised how much of a difference that makes in cutting. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's a wonderful thing. It is an absolutely wonderful thing. Totally solid little knife. This is the smaller version of the full track, the Hinderer full track, and by smaller I mean significantly smaller. Unfortunately, I don't have a full track yet to be able to show off, but yeah, really love this one. Only complaint I have about it is that it doesn't have some of the features that the full track has. So the full track on its spine here has a tool that can come out and you can use it to take down your knife. And then underneath the G10 is a little compartment where you can store your other washers that come with it. So if you're out in the field and you have a bearing that goes bad on you, you can use the tool built into the knife to take it apart, take your washers out of the little compartment in here, put on whichever ones you prefer, and put it back together. That's a feature that I think they could have easily done on the half track too that they missed out on doing. But yeah, that's really my only complaint about this one. And last but not least is the new Hinderer XM18 3-inch non-flipper. If you saw my unboxing for this one, you saw that it didn't look a thing like this. It's working finish, so this was just all raw titanium working finish, and this was actually Jade G10. Well, I have changed all that. This was actually a video series I did over on my Patreon, so if you're interested in that, I understand Patreon costs money. Okay, I get that. But if you're interested in it, go over there, subscribe, check it out. After you've checked it out, you can leave, okay? You know, the whole purpose. I got a little bit of backlash for opening up a Patreon, but you know, see, the thing is, these knives cost money, okay? And if I've got people that want to watch me, you know, unbox knives, review knives, stuff like that, then, you know, what's wrong with asking for a little help in getting them? And like I said then too, if I use Patreon money to buy a knife, I'll give the knife away. I just want to be able to get my hands on it, you know what I mean? So, yeah, anyway, a little bit of soapboxing there. But anyway, this is the new 3-inch non-flipper XM18. Really, really loving this one too. This one I have on the bearings right now. I originally, they all come on the bearings. At one point in time, I switched it to the phosphor bronze washers. I liked that, but not quite as much. And so I got it switched back to the bearings. As you can see, flips open. Well, it doesn't flip open. It flicks open absolutely wonderfully. The 3-inch to me is just the perfect perfect size for my hands. The 3.5-inch would be fine too, okay? But this one just fits snugly. I tend to like to keep my Hinderers in tip down. Some people might call me crazy for liking that, but I do. To me, the pocket clip doesn't quite get in the way as much when it's in the tip down configuration, but really, really loving this one, guys. 20 CV steel on this one too. As you know, titanium G10 over that. So that is the new XM18 3-inch. So guys, that's it. That's all of them. Get some of my favorite ones back out here again, just for looks. There's my little buddy there. There we go. There we go. So there they are, y'all. That's all my Hinderers and Hinderer designs and things like that. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for keeping me notified as far as audio and video quality goes. Like I said, this was just an experiment so that I can see about maybe doing these a little more in the future. Let's see, what else do I have? If you've got a Instagram and you haven't come over and followed me on Instagram, make sure you do that. It's all I do is just take a picture of a knife and post it. I mean, it's basic and simple, but it's good stuff. Let's see what else, guys. Thank y'all for subscribing here. Thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. We'll see how this goes. See about doing something similar again someday. And guys, again, thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a good one.